Hello, myself Naveen P, and I'm here to present you my project, uh, Kafene project for my assignment. It's about pharmacy management, and I will show you detailing. First, let me log out from here. This project we did for the purpose of storing a management, storing the not to store to manage the store details means pharmacy will be there to store that we have did this project first in the we have first sign up form. Let me give me my values. Both the values should be same, then only it will show successfully, or else let me give a wrong. I give n, just n. It will show please enter correct status means it will show only, it will show in alert. And we have to prove, we have to give the two values same as, and it will be shown if the values are the same, it will be get sign up. And in sign in page, in login page, we have to give those values to login. Once we have login, it will be alerted as login successful. This is my order space. I have all dividedly this project into 4 pages. One is login, another one is order, third one is products, and fourth one is users. And in this project, in this order page, we are going to display the values which are getting from the API in the table format. And we have implemented the filter options. By the default, the value will be count as 100, because the count value means the this 100 value are present in the API. First, let me introduce my filter option. New, packed, in transit, deliver. There are four types of data will be there. New, packed, in transit, deliver. Whenever the checkbox is clicked, those values will be hidden. Means when the checkbox is clicked, those values only displayed. If I click only on new, the new, whatever the status here, the new values only displayed here. When I click on the packed also, it will show, the count will be increases, and it will show packed details also. And in transit, as it is, all the filters will be applicable. And by the total, the values which are present in my API is 100. This is about the orders page. Next, let me talk about products page. Products page is, we have totally we have means we have display in this we are in this page we are giving the order, means whatever the product, customer name, ID, date, amount, and status. In this page, we are displaying the we are displaying the product details like ID, product name, product brand, expiry date, unit price, status. There are two. In this also, I have implemented the filter option, that is will be expired and low stock. By default, the values, all the 100 values are displaying. When I click on the expired, it will just show only expired details. It will show only the whatever the status will be in expired, it will on, it also stores. When I clicked on low stock, it will also show low stock. When both, if the both doesn't click on anything, it will be shown only as it will be shown as whatever the data which are present in my API, it will show this, and whole data means 100 data will be present shown. If I click on expired, it will show only expired things. Okay, this is all about the products page. Next, coming to my users page. In this, we are storing some users data in API, and we are calling that API, and we are fetching, and we are displaying on my users page. In this user page, I have firstly may I have ID, user avatar, full name, and date of birth, gender, and its current location. And I have implemented the search option also. Let me introduce my search option. When I click any first letter, or like this, click comment, it will show only the whatever data they have, the matches with the first letter. And let me give this value. It will show only whatever the idea data is present there only, or else it will not nothing, it will show nothing. Let me give you all mira. See whatever the data from starting from here, it will show that data. Rancil. Okay, so this was my project architecture. This was my project architecture, and I will let you to my coding section. I will log out this, and it will be like default only. I Let me show you my project architecture, project coding architecture. Mainly I have divided my project whole project in four section as I told. First one, login page, index.html, index.js, and some styles for the for those, some style for the what the page. In this index.html, we have provided some jQuery links and location links, and whatever the link should be for the scripting, we have done here in this line. And we have provided some jQuery for this, and Google font from gstatic. Okay, next, in this we have provided like a two menu, we have divided the whole menu as two. One is left and right. In left section, it just contain a logo image which contains this, and caffeine. I mean, next, log out, login button, logged out button, we have this. And in this we have some uh, input fields for the in user input and user password. Next, we are getting into the JS part. Those are the HTML part. And we have whenever my document is ready, is ready, I am showing this. This means I am passing menu items as a argument. When when it is click, it will pass an argument as e, and it will prevent default, means it will the nothing page will open. And if login status is false, if not login status is true, if login status is true, then location dot assign as index.html. If not login status is false, it will assign to the location that is index.html. This only, this page only, it will redirect to this page only. When login, when the user clicks on the login button, it will it will pass an argument e, it will show nothing. Let username means I am getting this login name from this login name dot value from the input box. This one, uh, this one I am getting from this one. And after that, and I am storing in the variable called username. I am getting the data from this login name, id login name dot value. I am taking data from that input field, and I am storing in username and password. Username, and I am setting those username in local storage. And it will be set the user details as, it will be set user details as username and user login. If the username user details equals null, and user details is undefined, it will show alert invalid create tunnels. If the username and the user details means this, whatever the data is stored in the local storage, user details and name, user details dot name and username, name and password is matching, means if the both are the whatever I provided, first I provided the in sign up form, first I have provided some username and password. If the name, if the username is this username, and whatever this stored username if same, it will provide alert dot, alert means login successful, and it will be provided to my order page. Okay, this was my sign up form. Next, I will show you my order page. in order page I have make it a folder. In that folder I have HTML page, JS page, and a CSS page. In this order.html I am also including some jQueries and some logo, and in the logo and logo, and in this section I am created a navbar like whatever the page links it will be stored in here. And I am and in this form I have put out some checkboxes for to to make my whatever to make my filter option. To make my filter option I have clicked I have put it some new checkboxes here. And in the index.js, whenever the document is ready, my page, whatever the document dot page is ready, I am rendering this, means I am rendering the whole data in the data form, and I am passing the argument as data, and rendering whenever the document is ready, this function will be called. In this function I have written data to render my data whatever I am getting from API. I am just rendering data in through this function. I am just passing table row and table row I am giving the names, add class, and let id will be the td, that is table data. It will create a cell, and in that id I am provide on the I am and I'm displaying the data.id. Data.id means whatever the data from this data and data id means in the data's list I am getting just only displaying the id. As the same follows, customer name will be displayed, and the table data row on this on the all those things are be displayed. I have called my API here. I am using dollar function dot get response. If I get whatever the response I get, it will be stored in orders data, and I am filtering my data here. It will be new orders, means I am declaring the variable new orders, or whatever the order, whatever the response from I am getting from API. I am using the filter function to into loop whatever the data is, it has been in the order data. If the new if the order status equals to new, the whatever the data is provided in the whatever the state data in status stage, it will be stored in the new order state, new orders variable. Then as it is, and as same follows, the whatever the in order dot data, whatever I am filter is a rm function. it will uh, it will go through the all the variables. If the if the variables means if the status is packed, it will be stored in packed data. And same as follows, I am in this page, in this section I am doing that. If the new checkbox means this checkbox, I have included the whatever I have invoked the new and I have invoked the checkbox. I have stored the new checkbox as a variable from the, and I am storing the date new dot what the checkbox name. It is the checkbox name, and I am storing this in this the new checkbox. And I am whenever the new checkbox clicks, this function will be called, and it will be gone. It will be gone if the checkbox is data. In the data will be fetched. Okay, this was about my orders page. And in this product page, next come to product page, I have three pages: product.html, product.js, and product.css. I am mainly focusing on this. Whenever my browser ready, it will render data as I explained. As I explained in previous, I am declaring some variables to store my HTML, whatever the input will be to, given that if the expired means whatever the if the expired click box check, if the expired checkbox is clicked, it will be this function will be proceeded. In this function I am just filtering whatever the product data whatever I am storing the data in to be rendered array in product data. Whatever the data I have from in that I am filtering as this, and filtering this And if I am matching with the, if month is expire, if month is equal to expiry month, I will increment and I will render this or to the to be render let this one. If expiry is if expiry is if expiry is lesser than or equal to year, and I will return my item, whatever the item is data, whatever the expiry date is, which data it will be returned, and it will be displayed in the, and it will be displayed here, it will be displayed here. And I am, if low stock is tech, if low stock whatever means I have, this is the my low stock is my checkbox. If the low stock is declare, if the low stock is clicked, this function will be this function will be executed. First my product count is empty, it will be empty. And if product count is redefined, it will be whatever the length is will be, it will be displayed on the count variable, the length of the product count. And it will, these things will be appended to the my uh, to my table. And I am calling my API here, I am calling my API here. This was about my products page. And let me introduce my user page. User, just I am uh, whenever the my document is ready, I am rendering, I'm declaring a function that to bring the data as a as this in this function, I am passing the variable called argument as data. In that I have that whatever the data getting response from this, I am passing that, I am passing that as here. Here whatever, when I get the data, when I get the data from in my API, I am just mapping, I am including mapping function and table dot append. I am calling this function for passing this item as an argument, and it will be print like this. All the data will be print like this. Whatever I have provided in data.gender, data.dob means I am in the data, dob will be printed in data.gender. From the data cell, it will gender will be displayed. All these things will be displayed. And I have included my search field. I have I have implemented search bar. In the search bar, this will be the HTML input field. This will be the function which should be called when the user click on the, when the user is click on this function will be called. And I am explaining why, how my search function will be executed. Let means firstly I am this will be explained. To be rendered is an array. When I am filtering one function, I am using filter function for the user.data array. I am filtering the function, and filter, I am using the function, and I'm passing the whatever the data is present clicked, or I am passing that value as argument to this function. If the item dot name means user dot item dot name full name includes whatever the whatever the value clicked here, and if it is matched with this, if it is includes it, the item will be returned, and it will be stored in here, and it will be displayed. This is how my filter function works. And I think I have explained my filter function and so, and my what is that search function also. And I will now explain my what is hosting, as this was, as the question Q&A is asked, what is filter hosting? Hosting is a function when the variable is declared, it will be, firstly it will be in the hosting function. There in the hosting there will be two phases. One is storage, memory allocation, and is execution, code execution. Whenever the user declares the data, I will show you. console dot log a. Okay, wait. Firstly, I am console dot consoling some. Hosting is a phase in which hosting means whenever the function is whenever we can display you can use the data before initializing the value to the variable. If we use the function, if you use we can use the data before assigning the value to the data. It will be displayed, it will be displayed the same, or the value will be displayed, because JavaScript provides a function concept called hosting. Means we can use the data before initializing the data. It is the hosting function. And I think I have explained all the things, and thank you.